Finally, most original. These designs deserve your attention because they are created from scratch. The most original category will have no colorway entries, but only original designs built by the gamer. Which unique design do you think deserves to take that next step closer to the streets? Is it Veto Society's Mamba Venom, Mr. X?
Taking place in the heart of Los Angeles, Staples Center, the Timberwolves taking on the Lakers. For the Timberwolves, facing tremendous adversity, they badly need a win. It's been a tough stretch for them, but they can break the pattern of losses right here with a big win to get back on track. Lakers, Timberwolves, coming right up after this. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between
winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's Minnesota. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And you know, for the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, Greg, and early in the year, maybe they were catching some teams by surprise, but now everybody knows how strong they are, and they're still rolling along.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Evan Turner. Then it's Russell. And it's Beasley in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Irving at the point. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Different styles of basketball, and we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just want a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got to open the shot, you better take it.
At 6. Turner against James. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot by Turner, no good. Right side Davis. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement. If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Now here's Shea. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Golden State.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
And it goes down 2 points.
That was a long time coming. It took him 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Russell with a wide open look. A rebound by the Lakers.
He's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shea passes to Davis. Back to Irving. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Turner. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Howard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Turner with the steal. Davis against Beasley. There's Russell with the 3. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 5 points so far.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
Howard, the pass to Irving. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Irving's got his second bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento. Towns, no luck. L.A. is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still effective when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green. Waiters outside. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Davis. And it's all evened up.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
All going up court. Shot's good by Waiters.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him the stride is even better.
Russell passes to Spellman. There's a Kobe. He is guarded by Waiters. Right side Towns. Here's a Kobe. They can't stop the run with that one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And that one drops for him.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Davis has got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
So the Timberwolves called their first time outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistake.
They were their worst own enemy in that game. I mean, they kept on shooting themselves in the foot.
And the Lakers with some changes. Gomez against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Culver. He's guarded closely. Turner inside. He's against Morris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Evan Turner to the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. Minnesota making a switch. Russell's checked in. Turner no good on the free throw. Well, the NBA is entertaining. You know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive way. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but this is great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Colts. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. James Johnson is out there with Turner. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the fourth. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Warriors was superb. He had 30 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get everything in. Kevin, they're going to keep it going tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the court.
Here's Chet after the made shot from Evan Turner. Morris. Count that one.
Okay, look, if you're going to foul Morris, you got to foul him hard. When you don't, he uses his muscle to control.
And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Davis is checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Caldwell Pope. Timberwolves also changing it up. Omari Spellman has come in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Beasley in for Culver. Now here's Beasley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Russell from long range. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know, the ball movement was lacking. And Greg, you know, things got stagnant. That's why that offense looked so off.
Timberwolves trail by 14. On the wing, Turner. A floater. LeBron with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here is Johnson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
He misses the free throw.
Being a lottery pick often comes with high expectations, but Russell has shaped into a quality NBA player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Danny Green. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Turner.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
James outside. Waiters surveying the D. Russell against Irving. The three. And another three for the Lakers.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And that one's good. Towns.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
it's Russell. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Okogie. James covering. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Over Waiters. No good from Beasley. And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers ahead, up by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. We got offensive rebounds as well. Get us the second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. The second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, he's been really patient and unselfish.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Shea, and it's Howard in at center. Minnesota shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebounding, largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders. Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curryland in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
The first one falls.
For anyone that feels like summer league doesn't matter, Che is a shining example of why it does. It's part of how he got his shot in this league. You can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Beasley against Green. Pass to Turner. Outside, Russell. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Russell's got 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was picked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Well, they've been better than good on the today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson, and Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Now, here's Culver. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Up there for Howard. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Lob it Howard's way. He'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Beasley outside. Pass to Turner. Outside, Towns. And there's the pass to Culver. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Second chance shot. And Towns with the lay-in good. He's got 9.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 23. Throws it up high, and Davis throws it down.
And you love this with Shea, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
Timberwolves trail by 18. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Culver uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Derek Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Murray comes in for Davis. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Green. Minnesota also making some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Turner. And Okogie subbed in for Malik Beasley. Murray outside. Over Hernangomez. And there's Murray on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 18. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Timberwolves. They get it back. The shot's good from McGee. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Rondo. Stolen by McGee. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you see right there, Che's ability to read the defense and make the right play.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Now Culver. He's got 6. Here's Towns. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Irving passes to Kuzma. Now here's Murray. Outside Rondo. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And Culver pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. For 3, Okogie drains it from beyond the arc. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Shea way outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Now, here's Culver. Defense is right there. Okogie, the pass to Culver. Here's Okogie. And stolen by Shea. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Culver passes to Okogie. Pass to Hernangomez. To the wing right side. Rondo with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Culver with it. He has 6. To the paint. The 10-footer. It doesn't go for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 19. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Russell. Shot from the inbound, and that's 2 points on the layup. Russell's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Lakers leading by 17. And here is Irving. Green for 2 points. Shades got 27 points.
Come on. Boy, this has been Shay's night. Aggressive and productive.
Russell against Irving. Shoots from the elbow. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to shoot. You see why McGee's teammates hop it up his way because they know he can go up and get it.
Russell against Irving. Trying to get open as Johnson. Angelo Russell again.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Russell against Irving. And there's another one for the Lakers.
I like that. Rely on Shay's instincts and his ability to make plays.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
So costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Raiders. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Evan Turner. He's checked in for Josh Okogie.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Takes it from 10. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving and the dunk by Jay.
That play took tremendous focus. Shea with the and one opportunity here.
Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely can talk trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to see you go down between the 2.
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing. They talk trash about you themselves after they miss the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Here's Russell. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Here's Spellman following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Irving. He gets it in there. Shea's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
Russell kicks to Turner. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh my God, this
You
is
better believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens, because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Shot clock at 2. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answer.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Russell dishes to Turner. Trying to get something going, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Davis finds Irving, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. 43 points for Jay.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Now here's Beasley. Back to Russell. Got it. Good job in the low post. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. You had to choose which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring.
Definitely the passing, man. And that, when guys feel more involved in the offense, that bleeds over to other areas of the game as well. Suddenly, guys defend harder, run the floor faster, pound the glass. For me, it's about spreading the ball around so everyone gets a taste and feel parts of what we got going on here.
That's right, baby. Everybody eats. Barbecue chicken alert.
That bleeds over to other areas of the game as well. Suddenly, guys defend harder, run the floor faster, pound the glass. For me, it's about spreading the ball around so everyone gets a taste and feel parts of what we got going on here.
That's right, baby. Everybody eats barbecue chicken alert.